This is where the infamous Shadow Man is. Who are you? Okay, 2.5 minutes. Come on, Ryan, you could do this.
I don't want him to have like a full mental break. Maybe close. Close would be good.
I'm not ready for you, but if you want to come out, now would be a good time. And God knows I'm scanning this whole room. I feel like I've been down here for 5 minutes. Why have they not come to get me?
Ryan's 5 minutes are up, but I'm just gonna give him a few more minutes. Make him think that he's going nuts.
I'm shaking.
All right.
I feel like that was longer than 5 minutes.
Oh, we thought we'd give you 10 and just see how you did.
You son of a bitch.
Well, I figured you might not notice the passing of time down here.
Ugh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that sucked.
How'd it go? Yeah, it wasn't great.
No, it wasn't great. I don't think anything happened though, or at least I didn't catch it, but I was scanning pretty wildly.
You seem very twitchy right now.
Yeah. Why? My eyes hurt because they were open for 8 straight minutes.
You didn't blink?
I don't think so.
I'm just giving you more time with the ghosts.
How about this? Let's just get out of here.
That sounds good.
Let's do that. Well, Sorrel Weed House, it's been fun.
Yeah.
We've been introduced to a whole cast of characters tonight.
Howler monkey?
There was some noises. There was a weird thing going on upstairs. I saw one of you walking around down here, but I think I've had enough. So, toodaloo, I guess.
See,
The ghoul boys are out. I am out. I'm done. You coming?
Yeah, you got a flashlight?
Oh, yeah, I do.
I can't see anything. Okay.
As I said up top, the Sorrel Weed House is said to be one of the most haunted homes in the US. After spending a night within its walls, I can see why it makes that claim. With dark history and a front row seat to one of the bloodiest events in American history, there's plenty of reasons why some spirits remain, but whether or not the Sorrel Weed House is definitively haunted will remain unsolved.
I can't believe we're back here.
You will be evicted from the premises!
This week on the series finale of BuzzFeed Unsolved Supernatural, we investigate the one place I vowed I would never return as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real? Who knows? What a change for the last one. As you know, I'll only do one demonic investigation per season, but seeing as how this is the last season, I figured, why not treat you guys to 2? And specifically, why not end this series with the demon I started it with? Also, I just want to say that the last time I was at the Sally house, I said a lot of things. And to spare myself the embarrassment, I will now have my colleague read them out.
These are the things you said?
This is exactly what I said as I left the Sally house, and
Okay. Ryan, fuck you. I hope you're fucking looking at this now, motherfucker. Shane, did you just call the demon a motherfucker? Ryan, I don't give a shit now. I'm gone. Peace out, bitch. Not even a single part of me feels bad about leaving. Go fuck yourself, Sally House. You were truly awful, and I hate you.
It was regrettable, and it was a moment of weakness. At the time, I was more scared than I've ever been in my life, and I'm returning there now to repent.
Go fuck yourself, Sally.
Well, now that we got that out of the way, there's only one thing left to do. The series finale. We're going back to the Sally house. Let's finish this. Last trip indeed. We're on our way to the Sally house. I'm not excited. I actually lost sleep over it last night.
I'm very curious to see how we hold up in there and like what the vibes are, because I remember the first time being there. There were I mean, it's a spooky house, certainly.
Yeah.
There's something about, I remember the sound being very, very dull.
Oh God! Oh God!
Is that an omen?
Is that an omen? Yeah. I feel like a black dog running unleashed is not a good omen. Oh boy. The last time I saw this house, I was in a very agitated state of mind.
You don't look well right now.
I definitely am a little better than I was last time I was here, but I was very happy actually because I was leaving. And I remember the feelings I felt leaving this place, and every one of those feelings has now flipped its head. And
Say it with confidence. And now I'm back. Confidence.
now I'm back.
No, come on.
And now I'm back. Yes! Let's do this. We're back.
We're back, baby.
I can't believe we're back. I said I'd never be back, and I'm, I guess, a fucking liar. But this time, I'm not messing around.
You got the gear.
I'm about to go whack Sally.
You're far more confident this time than you were last time.
Oh man, I can't believe we're back here. It actually is all just hitting me. This is it. This is our last hurrah.
It sure is.
What a weird mix of emotions to be sad, happy, and horrified.
I mean, I don't have the horror really,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
sort of, I guess, sad and happy.
All right, Sally, you wanted us. Here we come.
Located on a quiet suburban street in Atchison, Kansas, the Sally House was built between 1867 and 1871 for Michael C. Finney and his family. It is believed that Michael, his wife Kate, and their 3 children, James, Agnes, and Charles, lived in the basement while the home itself was being constructed.
You were very familiar with that basement. We'll get back into that.
I've done some stuff down there.
That made it seem like something else.
I got all up in there. I laid on a pentagram and screamed at the devil.
Yeah, but that's like not sexual. You did this when I went down. You did a wave with your body.
Well, yeah, it was a little sexual when I was down there.
I promise you could scrub that entire comment section. No one will describe what you did in that basement as sexual.
I did everything short of taking my shirt off.
Thank God, too.
Which, we'll think about it.
No, I don't think so. We don't want to blind the viewers at home.
Sadly, Michael C. Finney would die in his newly built home in 1872. However, he was not the last member of the Finney family to die in the home. Agnes moved back into the home in 1906 and got married to an engineer named William True in 1913. William died in the home in 1918, and Agnes succumbed in November 1939. For over 50 years, families moved in and out of the 2nd Street home without serious incident, but that all changed on December 31st, 1992.
The investigation has begun.
It has. I really, really hate this place.
It's surreal, honestly.
Sally? I know you thought you'd never see me again. And frankly, I never thought I'd see you again. But we're just gonna have to deal with it tonight. I can't remember what I said back then, but what I'm gonna say right now is buckle the fuck up.
Oh, we love to see it!
Cause I'm back, baby.
That's character.
You wanted me, Sally, I'm back!
On December 31st, 1992, Tony and Deborah Pickman, a young, newlywed couple who were expecting their first child in June 1993, moved into the modest 2-story home at 504 North 2nd Street. The two were excited to begin their new life together as a family. As the couple unpacked their belongings, their dog, normally mellow and subdued, began ferociously barking at what would be the nursery they were preparing for their new baby. Thinking it was just the dog getting used to its new surroundings, the Pickmans didn't think anything of it, and in a little over a week, the barking subsided. From January to June 1993, the young couple would go on to experience lights flickering and dimming, cold spots around the home, and unexplainable dropped calls from their landline. However, the Pickmans were first-time homeowners,
and assumed these kinds of occurrences to be common in a home that was built in the late 1800s. And Tony even joked, quote, "Ha, we must have a ghost," end quote. So one of the things that's supposed to happen in this house is dropped calls. Back then it was a landline, but I figure it's the same with cell phones. So I'm gonna call you while I'm in the house still. You're gonna take your little buns outside and we're gonna see if this... I've already started to hear shit in this fucking house. All right, go out. Okay. Go outside.
All right. Oh, Ryan Bergara is calling me. What a lucky guy I am. Hello?
What took you so long to answer?
I don't like to seem overeager when I answer the phone.
I guess we just have to wait for Sally to disconnect the call now. It just occurred to me we don't really talk on the phone to like just see what's going on because we see each other every day, so it's...
Yeah, I mean, we could start that if you want to.
I really wish Sally would actually disconnect this call like now.
Come on, Sally! Is Sally like... Does she actually listen to the phone calls?
Yeah, I don't...
Is she doing like a Richard Nixon thing?
Yeah, dude, is she wiretapping our phones? She's sitting there in the van across the street?
Sally, if you're on the line, Ryan's in there alone right now. You could really give him a good spook.
Well, that didn't work.
No. So, off to a thrilling start here.
But things changed once the new baby arrived. Once the Pikmin's son arrived, the strange occurrences began to escalate. Electronic toys would turn on and off on their own, and while vacuuming the nursery one day, Deborah witnessed the wind-up musical mobile above her son's crib begin to play on its own. She also couldn't shake the sensation that her son was waking up almost hourly throughout the night, quote, as if someone was playing with him, end quote. At one point, a neighbor asked Deborah if there was a reason she left her nursery light on throughout the night. In reality, the baby had been sleeping in Deborah and Tony's room at the time, not in the nursery at all. There was no reason that light should have been on at night. Deborah suggested that the neighbor could have been seeing a light from the hallway, but the neighbor was adamant. The light was coming from inside the nursery. Up to the nursery. Obviously, this is one of the hot spots in this house. Look at all the guys. They're all here.
The gals! The whole gang's here.
The whole gang is here. This is where apparently Sally would play with her child. All right, Sally, last time we were here, or the True Family, did not do really any of this.
No, we just walked around and sort of looked at stuff and then left.
You already know this, but my name is Ryan.
I'm Shane.
Could you say our names back to us? Can you make your presence known? Can you say something, touch one of us, or perhaps move something in this room?
If you need a refresher, we're the two guys who clowned your ass.
Yeah,
about 5 years ago.
Show us a sign if you remember me and the big guy, aka the best ghost hunters in the game.
Sally!
Come on, Sally. Wiggle the balls on the door. Wait.
What? Did you hear something?
I think I did.
Whispers? I thought I heard whispers.
No, I heard like a... Aww. While the bells on the door didn't move when we were there, an audio recorder left in the room picked up the bells clinking together on their own later in the night. All right, now, Sally, you've probably had a bunch of investigators come in here and use this little device here. But this is a spirit box that's gonna help you communicate with us. Once again, the name is Ryan, as you already know, and Shane! Say our names back to us if you want to communicate. We're gonna be here all night, and frankly, if you want us to leave, now would be the time to do something crazy. Do you not like me moving your stuff out of the circle?
Oh, shit! Sally!
There's an opening now.
Look what he done!
Oh, I heard move it. You want me to move it back?
What?
What? Sally, This is the last hurrah. You're gonna
Wake up?
just go. Sally, this is the last episode of this series. You're closing out the show, and you opened it. That's a huge honor. Why would you go?
Why would you go?
Well, we have to go.
Yeah, we don't live here. We live
Wait, are you
in
talking about the show? Or because we thought it was just time.
Felt right.
It felt like the right time to leave on our own terms. Who is this? Who am I talking to? Is this Charles Finney?
No one in particular?
I just want to talk.
More whiskey.
More whiskey?
More whiskey. More whiskey.
I don't know if we can do that, honestly.
We had a lot of whiskey last night. Do you like whiskey? All right, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a rest.
In this room, our audio recorder picked up this very clear and chilling voice. Is this the voice of one of the Finney family asking if they're allowed to be here? In July 1993, Deborah's sister Karen visited to help with the newborn. According to Deborah, it was on Karen's final evening, quote, that we were pushed over the edge of disbelief and through the door of terror, end quote. Upon returning from a day at Deborah's in-laws, Tony asked her why she put all of the baby's stuffed animals on the nursery floor. Deborah had no idea what he was talking about, so Tony led them upstairs to the nursery, where they found all of the stuffed animals on the floor arranged in a circle, their backs to each other, facing forward. Thinking it was some kind of prank played by one of Tony's brothers, the Pickmans rearranged the stuffed animals back in their proper places throughout the nursery and went back downstairs. At the bottom of the stairs, Karen turned around and noted that the nursery lights were still on, though everyone remembered Tony turning them off. They went back up to turn the lights off, and upon entering the nursery, found one of the teddy bears laying flat on its back in the middle of the floor. Undeterred, they placed it back on the chair, only to find it right back in the middle of the floor, laying flat on its back hours later. That night, they all slept in Deborah and Tony's room.
Tony's brothers sound like funny guys.
So you think that it's Tony's brothers who are doing
Well,
this?
I don't. Have we mentioned Tony's brothers up until now when they were like maybe?
Oh, I guess what brothers played pranks on you. I remember the brother all the time.
What'd you do to him?
So many things.
You turned him into a dentist.
That's right. That was the biggest prank of all. I'm sure your big brother played pranks on you.
We also don't play sports. We watched a lot of Star Trek.
Makes sense.
After hearing what transpired the night before, Tony's brother Greg came by with his 35mm camera. The Pickmans led Greg up to the nursery, and as he was about to take a picture of the stuffed bear, he said, quote, "If you're here, do you want to have your picture taken?" End quote. Just as he clicked the shutter, the bear swung around on its own in front of their own eyes. From Deborah's own account, quote, "The guys went into immediate panic. Fighting fear and every other emotion you can imagine, we all decided it would be best to leave for a while." End quote.
If you're here, do you want to have your picture taken? Come on. What is your name? I thought, oh
Did
shit.
it say Sally?
I heard Sally. Oh shit. Or Sally, how old are you? What? Something right now?
See any ghosts?
No, I don't see any ghosts, actually. We're gonna switch over to this flashlight now.
Sally, if you're in this room with us or aware of our presence, turn the flashlight on. If there's any...
Late. Sally, we're gonna need you to be a little bit more punctual than that. All you have to do is touch that light. Now, Sally, if you are here with us right now, turn that flashlight off. In 3, 2, 1, off. Maybe it's not you. If any of the Finney family is with us right now, can you turn the flashlight off?
Oh.
Turn the flashlight on if I say the correct name. Is it Charles? What about Agnes True? William True? I guess you're a son-in-law.
Is it Sally? Is it the demon
Are you playing a little trick on
who
us?
presents as Sally?
If that actually is a demonic presence in here, or Sally, the thing that says it's Sally, can you turn the light on? Oh, fuck off. Dude, fuck you, dude. All right, Sally, turn off the light right now. In the story, it said you messed with the musical mobile for their child, the Pikmin's child, that is. So, if you could get that to play, that'd be quite something, Sally.
Just sort of do anything at all.
Just rotate that bad boy. That would be enough to make the boys wiggle.
You hear that?
What?
Swear to God, I heard those little balls.
An audio recorder left in this room would later pick up the musical mobile playing by itself. Making this evidence even more compelling is the fact that seconds before the mobile plays, a white orb moves across the top right corner, just near the mobile that is out of frame. After this horrifying bear incident, the Pikmins grabbed the baby and everything else they needed to leave the house. But as Tony was strapping the newborn into his car seat on the sectional couch in the living room, he felt a sharp pain on his lower back. It wasn't until they arrived at Tony's parents that Deborah asked to see his back. To her horror, she found 3 long scratches down the center of her husband's back. Unfortunately, this was only the first of many times Tony would be scratched throughout his time living in the Sally house, including one incident that was captured on video.
I mean, you've long asked demons and ghosts to scratch you.
Yeah, guess what? They never have.
Well, maybe that's because you didn't have round 2. Is it possible that when you go to these places, people are so thrown off by this screaming at them that they don't really have time to process and then react?
No.
Let
Because
me finish. That when you come back a second time, they're like, hey, that's that a-hole last time who said to scratch my back or scratch his back and, rip his butthole open. Maybe this time I'll do it.
I would love it if they actually had some, motivation this time to get at me. Scratch my cornea.
And then play his ribcage like a xylophone. All the funny things he asks you.
It's a nice little night for a demon.
We're here in the living room at the Sally house.
Sounded like Geraldo Rivera there.
We're here in the living room at the Sally house.
Well, that's alarming. Sally, was that you? That just giggled a little bit? Can you make your presence be known in here? Can you move something?
Oh, yeah, roving spirit
We're
box.
here in the Sally house. Sally, if you'd like to talk to us, please show us a sign.
Come on, Sally!
Why are you still in this house? Is there anybody down here dancing with us? What's your name?
Dance with us, Sally!
I said dance girl! Is that what you wanted? Come on, yeehaw! What's your name?
Sally, I swear to fucking Christ!
You'll do it!
If you don't scare the living shit out of Ryan Vergara tonight, your ass is grand!
Oh, fuck.
You will be evicted from the premises!
That was really efficient.
Sally, come on.
Close the blind. Or are you gonna wait till I'm here by myself when I lose my fucking mind? So be it.
After this event, the couple called in psychic Barbara Connor, who visited the Pickmans on July 29th, 1993. While she spoke to the spirit, Barbara sat quietly with her eyes closed and finally was able to give the Pickmans a name. The presence in their home was a little girl who liked to be called Sally.
If I've said it once, I've said it a million times. I'm gonna put Sally in a net, or a box, or whatever the equivalent of a ghost cage is.
Are you bringing an actual net to the location?
No,
Okay.
I'm bringing in something that's even better.
What is it?
Well, this particular ghost cage, one could consider it organic, perhaps even living. What worse place for a demon to live than inside you?
I'll take her. This is my plan. We're taking a ghost home with us. We're gonna walk through the TSA scanner and they're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Sally would often let her presence be known by lighting a candle, a considerate gesture to let the Pickmans know a friend was present. Or at least that's what Barbara led the Pickmans to believe, as she concluded at the time that Sally, while certainly capable of being childish and bratty, was most likely harmless, as long as Deborah was, quote, patient but firm with her, end quote. But this assumption would be revealed to be wrong, dead wrong. On October 31st, 1993, any doubt that there was indeed something in the house would soon be removed. In the early morning hours on Halloween, Tony came home from his shift at work and made his way to the kitchen to grab a drink. After grabbing a cup from the cupboard, he turned around and saw a young girl standing in the kitchen. Tony described her as wearing a, quote, white dress, and I remember she had a white ribbon in her hair, kind of like she was dressed for church or something. And then it kicked in. I can see through her. I can see the door right through her, end quote.
If a spooky-ass church girl shows up in your kitchen in the middle of the night,
That's an easy way to get a broom to the kisser.
she's
if you ask
getting
me.
a bat to the head.
A bat now?
She's a demon.
Throw some water on her. You know, like a little spritz? Like, get out of
Like
here.
a cat?
Like a cat. Get the fuck out of here. Come on.
Years later, another resident who lived in the home before the Pickmans would tell them, quote, the whole time we lived there, my daughter was 5 at the time. She had an imaginary friend named Sally. I would scold her for something and she would come back and tell me, I didn't do that. Sally did it. Or Sally told me to. End quote. When this little girl was shown the drawing Tony had made of the spirit he seen in the kitchen, she confirmed that it was the same Sally. Perhaps one of the few documented instances of communication with Sally happened in this kitchen in 2016 at the hands of 2 rookie ghost hunters. Back in 2016, Shane and I investigated the Sally house with paranormal investigator Eric Ensbrenner. Eric set a flashlight on the counter in the kitchen and asked the presence in the home to, quote, turn the light on for us. Here's what happened next.
You're fucking crazy, Shane.
If you don't like us, turn it on.
Please don't turn it on. Please don't. What the fuck?
Oh shit!
No! Where's my holy water?
Where's my holy water? If you actually don't like us, please just turn it on. I don't think they have the power to turn it back on again, frankly. I really think they don't. Ryan.
Are you fucking kidding me? What the?
Keep in mind, we have to spend the night here.
Please turn the light off for us, spirits.
Don't you fucking do it.
Turn it all the way off. Thank you. Oh my god. Please try.
I should never talk to it, dude.
That's a cargo light. Okay.
No, that's the fucking flashlight roller in the background.
Oh yeah, it is.
So tonight, we'll see if we can once again make contact with our old friend and supposed little girl, Sally.
I know it's annoying to have someone tell you to play the hits, but right now I'm gonna have to ask you, could you please play the hits and communicate with us through this flashlight? Please turn off that flashlight if there is somebody here with us in this kitchen right now.
Sally, turn the light on. In 3, 2, 1.
You really don't want this on your reputation later. We really propped you up a bit there for a second. Was that you?
No.
Is that you, Sally? Could you do that again? Can you make that knocking noise again? Or could you move that flashlight?
These 3 knocks are noteworthy, as it's believed the sound of 3 knocks signify the presence of a demon as a way to mock the Holy Trinity.
Sally, if you're in here with us, you remember us. Why don't you turn that light on, huh? All the way off. Come on.
Oh. Are you here now?
Okay, do we have a friend?
Sally, if you're... Maybe. Look, it's very simple. If you want to get rid of us, you have to intelligently respond to our questions. And that's just simply tapping the light on and off when we ask you to. Please turn that light off in 3, 2, 1.
Ka-chunk. What was it?
Oh, a little bumpy. A little bump. Are you just waiting till we go to sleep? Or I'm here by myself? That's really rude.
After all this time, the question persists. Is Sally actually a little girl? Local legend tells of a girl named Sally that died during a botched appendectomy in the Sally house when it used to be a doctor's office. According to Sean Daly, an anthropology professor who had once led an investigation of the home, there was no evidence of a girl by the name of Sally having lived in Atchison during this time period. But if that's true, what is this entity presenting itself as a little girl? Perhaps Tony's second face-to-face encounter with Sally will provide some insight. Quote, "I saw that little girl twice, and the second time I saw her, it was not a pretty thing. She was tugging at me, trying to get me out of bed, and she kept reaching for me, and I would pull back, and when I pulled back, she would reach harder, and about the 3rd or 4th time, she grabbed my arm. I still get chills and almost choked up on it because it scared me that bad. She turned into, I don't know how to describe it. It was part animal, part human. It almost looked like it had rotting flesh. I still remember seeing worms crawling through it, and it growled at me. Oh my God, I thought. I was going to pass out." End quote.
No one likes to see a little girl with rotting flesh.
Though it does kind of solve the quandary. What is this little girl? I mean, that's a certified demon.
Yeah.
And I'm a demonologist.
He is a demonologist.
And he's my accomplice.
Board certified.
And he's my assistant.
Yes, that's right. His young ward.
My 55-year-old young ward. Sally, can you show yourself in this kitchen like you did that morning? Do you want us to turn off our lights? Who's with us in this kitchen right now? Can you say your name? Sally, you already told us your name upstairs, but can you say your name again down here? Let us know you're here.
Hi.
Hear about?
Hear about what?
Hear about what? Yeah.
Hear about a demon?
We're back. We are back here in your kitchen.
Can you just be sweet to us and talking to that little radio? Say hi. Dead?
All right, Sally, we're gonna try something else in here. I read that the Pikmins would often leave out a big drawing pad for you to ask you how old you are, and you would write 7.
This is who we're working with, allegedly?
This is you, Sally. It's a picture of you.
It's a big fucking noggin.
Now, if you could do us a big honor by writing down how old you are.
You can always stop us from, you just take us out of my hand and write it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna draw some stuff.
Oh, looks like he's drawing you farting. Yeah.
Oh, uh-oh.
Looks like you just passed some gas, Sally.
Oh, Sally.
You've made a mess of yourself. Why don't you give her a little glass of orange juice?
Oh.
There we go.
She's drinking piss?
And you're holding a glass full of piss? That's crazy.
Oh, give her an eye patch. It's kind of cool.
Okay, well, I guess you could just give her like a Glock. Yeah, there you go. Sally, what do you think of the portrait we drew of you? What about anybody else in this house? Do you want to tell us what you think of this?
You give this a fucking 0?
You two stuck?
Fuck you!
Hey, that's fucked up. Well, why don't you draw then? Let's see you draw.
What?
Oh, now they're talking. Oh shit! You hear this? And all the ghosts. Anybody who's ever been on this show, come into this kitchen right now.
Come on now!
And put that marker on the fucking paper.
It's a
all right?
free-for-all!
Where are we going?
Where are we going?
We're going straight to hell, baby!
We're going to the kitchen!
Playing with John.
Ant-Man? What did it say?
You're playing with John? That was fucking creepy,
That
dude.
actually did sound kind of creepy.
Maybe you have a sense of humor. That was a very productive little session we had there.
Tony and Deborah Pikmin moved out of the Sally house in October of 1994. They've since confessed they feel somewhat tethered to the place and that they still experience odd occurrences decades after leaving the house. Years after the Pikmins moved out, Mary Liggett, her husband, and 2 children would lease the house from owner Les Smith. On a surprise maintenance visit to the home, Smith, quote, discovered a large pentagram on the basement floor, an altar of some sort, and other disturbing items, end quote. Les Smith, the landlord, asked the rumored Satan worshiper Mary Liggett to remove herself from the premises immediately.
That seems illegal. Just because you're a Satanist, you can get kicked out of your house?
Well, I think it's not even the fact that she says she's a Satanist, but if you're like damaging the property.
She just put a pentagram on the floor? I think you should be
altar?
allowed to do that. This is America.
I see what you're saying, but I think it's totally fair to be like, hey, maybe don't live here because you are performing satanic rituals in my basement.
I would sue. That is discrimination. There's plenty of probably upstanding Satanists out there in America right now.
I guess, maybe, yeah, sure, why not?
These reported satanic rituals in the basement bring me back to something Father Gary Thomas told me in an interview about the Sally House from 2016. Sent to the Vatican to learn the rite of exorcism, I turned to Father Thomas with questions about demonic possession, specifically the concept of infestation.
I was reading about something called infestation, where like a demon will just take hold of a house.
So if that family was involved in a satanic cult and they were doing other kinds of rituals and spells that are part of the cult, it would not at all surprise me if there was something demonic still attached, because that's where that cult basically had a home.
And it opened the portal.
Did Mary Liggett's rumored rituals open the portal in the basement of this cursed home? Here's another clip of Shane and I from 2016, this time in the basement.
Here we go.
You're out of your mind.
Rock and roll, buckaroo. If you want to eat my heart, turn that light on. If you want to eat Ryan's heart,
Don't
turn
stop
that light
putting
on.
me in your shit.
Our old pal, Ryan Bergara.
Stop.
We're a package deal. Oh, the lights on, Ryan. Look at the lights. Demon, we got him. Jesus Christ.
Turn it off for us, please. For Ryan's sake.
No!
Fuck this house, dude. Fuck this house so hard.
So tonight, we return to the basement of the Sally house to seek an answer to the one question we've been asking for the last 5 years. Are ghosts and or demons real?
All right, great to be back.
Yeah, so much fun being back down here. I love it. Oh, look, the demon hole.
Oh, my old demon hole.
Is there anybody down here with us? Say my name if you would like to communicate. Ryan.
Shane.
Kind of. Maybe. Maybe that was Ryan or Shane. Can you be a little clearer?
What's this?
Come this way. Which way? Are you in the hole? Hurry.
Hurry.
Are you in the hole?
Come on out the hole, fucker. Come on.
Get out of the hole! Come on!
Get out of the hole.
I'm giving you a big movie moment here. This is when you turn slowly around your shoulder and you say your last name. What? Do you want Shane to lay on the pentagram? So I'm not laying down there.
Character development. I think you should. There you go. Wide open. Oh, it's just waiting for you.
Yeah, it looks so appealing. Anybody down here with us?
Look, he's on a pentagram. If there is a demon down here with us, do please turn on the flashlight. In 3, 2, 1.
You know, if you want to follow Shane Madej home, turn the light on. Oh, there we go.
I mean, you're welcome to, honestly. If Ryan looks like a tasty little snack.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No, it's not fully... Oh, fuck, it's off.
Turn the light off if you're going to wait till we fall asleep to crawl into our little souls.
No. No.
Yeah, seems like it.
If you really would like to do that, I need to know that you're actually here. If there's something that's actually here and that's something you plan on doing, prove it by turning on the light right now. Suck it easy. Oh, but I didn't mean that. I did not mean that.
You did mean that.
I did not mean
Does that make you angry?
That was just a reflex.
Turn the light on if you think we're the greatest ghost hunters who ever lived.
Yeah! Yeah! Confirm it. We are the best ghost hunters in the fucking game who ever existed. Turn the light off right now, because I'm on the pentagram and I fucking did it for you, so turn the light off, please. Yes! Yeah!
We're Sally approved!
Fuck yeah, Sally. Let's get the fuck out of here, dude.
Well, now we have to do our solo investigations.
Ah, shit. Well, here we are, the final investigation.
That's right. You've been very confident up until now, and now there's a genuine fear in your eyes.
It's gonna be fine. You're gonna go in there, you're gonna have a great investigation.
Yeah,
I'll see
be
you back
fine.
at the hotel.
No.
This is a very stupid idea.
Yeah, you're not gonna have fun in there.
There's no way I'm gonna make it 20 minutes. It's unbelievable. So long, friend.
Okay. A little one-on-one time with Sally.
I really have no one to blame but myself. Not only for what happened tonight, but I mean for creating the show. It would be pretty sweet if I shit my pants in the series finale.
It's my little friend. She'll just kind of walk around with me, keep me safe. The second I walked into this room and I saw this funny little lady, I thought, there's a connection there. Sally, if you're here, I'm all alone. I gave you a golden opportunity to possess a big lanky freak. And you blew it. You blew it. Hey, Sally, it's me, Shane. We've met before. I was here 5 years ago. We've been telling you this all night. I'm an old friend, and I'm just looking for one of my demon pals. Would love to get to know you, love to hang out.
It's really hard for me to feel emotional right now at all, or any kind of like, oh, this is it. This is the last hurrah. Maybe if I try and latch onto that in the house, that'll help me be not as scared.
Sally! Sally! Burn this whole house down, tear it asunder around me.
My guess is the fear is gonna take over my body, and I'm just gonna try and be crazier than her.
Then you can hop down here and just kill my ass. Pull my legs apart like a wishbone. You're blowing it. Once and for all. And I don't mean to make an ultimatum, but I'm just letting you know that unless you fucking kill us, and you're joining the ranks of Annabelle and Steve, you know, the losers. We boomed their asses, Sally. And now we're booming yours, and you're not even doing anything about it. You're just sitting there and taking it. This is embarrassing for you. Nothing, huh? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because that's what you are. Isn't that right, Sally? You're a big nothing. You're powerless in the face of the Ghoul Boys. Is it over?
It is over.
Oh, time really flew.
It didn't fly for me, and I don't think it's gonna fly for me when I'm in there. Oh yeah, you heard some crazy stuff in there? Is that what you were saying?
I know, sometimes they do that as a joke.
Every time.
Okay, I guess I've done both. And I know every time I say it. But I heard some stuff.
I'm sure you did.
I did.
I'm sure you did.
Hey, come on. Look alive there.
It's gonna suck ass.
Yeah, I know, I'm telling you, that's real scary.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, like it one minute.
let's just get this over with, huh?
Yeah, wow. You say that like it's gonna be fast, but 20 minutes is a long time. Say hi to Sally.
Well, Sally, you try any bullshit, blast you right in the face. Okay? Blast you with this holy water and you'll melt like a witch. Sorry, can't really think straight right now. All the fucking blood in my body is in my heart pumping. I'm gonna have a heart attack.
It was, I think the houses are the scariest kind of solo investigation. They're very, the way the sound really deadens in there. It's also spooky to be in like a room and then, like the scariest thing that could happen is to hear something else somewhere in the house. None of that happened in there, but it has the potential for it. So yeah, spooky. Certainly spooky. It's a spooky house. Always has been. Always will be.
Whew! Boy, do I hate it in this kitchen and I'm alone. All right, let's fucking do this. If there's something in here with me, turn the flashlight on. Please don't. I'm gonna humbly request that you don't actually show yourself because frankly, I don't want you to. That moment has passed. But if you do want to show yourself, you can show me a sign by turning on that light right now. I am not my fear. I am stronger than my fear. gonna go ahead and start my way up the fucking stairs. Fucking sucks, dude. I fucking hate this. Remember, packing. I'll shoot you in your face.
I don't think he's having a good time.
Okay, Sally. Are you here with me in this nursery? Can you show me a sign? Ah, fucking fuck shit balls. Boy, do I hate this. Yeah! Fucking sucks. It sucks. Sucks. Oh! I'm a crazy man. I'm a crazy man. I'm a crazy man. I'm in the Pikmin's bedroom. I'm a crazy man. Crazy man in the Pikmin's bedroom. You can close one of these doors if you want. And they don't know you're here. And I'll fucking find you. Alrighty. Once again, the name is Ryan. Say my name back to me if you would like to communicate. Nobody on the spirit box, huh? What does that mean?
I think he'll go into the basement. I think he will. If he doesn't, then he's perhaps the biggest coward who ever lived.
Here we are! Series finale, baby! Is there anybody down here with me? What? You just say I'm insane? I know I'm insane! You have no idea how insane I am! Once again, is there anybody down here with me in this dank, disgusting basement that you call home? You can't hear? You came here?
How'd it go?
It's over.
It's over.
That's how it went.
You ended it.
Oh my god.
Did you show her who's boss?
Yeah, no, I mean, I tried to play nice because I have to sleep there still.
Oh, right.
But I did lose my cool at a couple points.
Well, let's get the sleeping bags. It's time for a slumber party.
See you later.
Thanks for hanging.
This is gonna be awful. Well, that's that.
Okay, getting set up here in the Sally house. I've got a room full of dolls, and that's where I'll be sleeping. If I had to pick two people to spend the evening with, it's gonna have to be the old lady. She's number one. And of course, she is stunning. An absolute vision.
Sleeping on the floor in a haunted house. Taking the shoes off, making myself comfortable at the Sally house. A place I never thought that I would return to. What is my life? Okay. That bed is set.
It's about 4-ish, 4:30 or something right now. Hearing footsteps upstairs, it sounds like almost. But from that stairs up, that would be. Bacon's bedroom. it's morning time. Really? I think I slept for like 15 minutes. 15, 20 minutes.
Sweet freedom. The weight's been lifted.
Yeah.
The series is complete.
Oh, don't forget the spirit box.
Oh shit. Nope.
Now it's complete. There you go. Morning. Okay.
Just gonna keep that, but for my own personal use. But unbelievable.
After almost 6 years of traveling the world trying to answer the question, are ghosts real? We've finally reached the end of our journey in the very place we started it. From chilling crafts to cursed catacombs, from no longer luminescent lighthouses to mystery mansions, from petrifying prisons to sinister sanatoriums, or back to the simple detective's office where the mere act of wonder was enough. Our curiosity has treated us to things both explained and unexplained, the assignment of which is dependent on who you ask. But whether you're a believer or not, I know one thing to be true. You believed in us. And for that, I'll always be grateful. And sure, we may have never definitively answered the question, are ghosts real? But in the end, it's fitting fashion for a show that finds resolution in the unresolved. All I can say is I'm sure glad we did it. The pursuit and the friendship made along the way was far more fulfilling. I hope the ride was as joyous and full of discovery for you as it was for us. Are ghosts real? For now, perhaps forever, the answer will graciously remain.
Certainly. And say goodbye, I guess, an entire film. But since right now, I'll give it a try. This show definitely became something that I ever thought. When I came up with it, I really just wanted to have the opportunity to talk to my friends, essentially. Through that experience, also having it give me opportunities in my career and the ability to do something that I love for a living is also something that I never thought would be possible. And that's largely and mostly in part because of you guys. If it wasn't for every single one of you who watched this show, there's no way that him and I are sitting behind this desk right now. I know sometimes thank you is not enough, but I really hope it is right now, because that's really all I can say right now. Thank you, truly, from the bottom of my heart, for Shane, for everybody who works on this crew, who's ever done anything on this show. Thank you for the opportunity for letting us make this for you. I really do hope that you enjoyed it as much as we did. You know, this isn't totally goodbye. We're still gonna make content. I hope you watch it, I hope you support it, but if not, thanks for riding along this far. All I can really think is, God damn, this was fun. It really was the time of my life. And I know I have a lot of life left to live, but I'd be hard-pressed if it gets better than this. This has been an amazing experience, so thank you.
I wish I had spoken first, because it's just a big dilly-dilly from me, you know, and it's been one hell of a ride, you know, as someone who did not grow up thinking, boy, I would love to be a ghost hunter.
Neither did I.
I can't think of anyone I would have rather become the best ghost hunters in the world with. And that's largely due to Ryan. I'm just here for the wakas. But,
Yeah, well, you know, guys, they're wearing masks right now because we're filming this during COVID times, but us and our strange sect of ninjas would love to thank all of you guys for supporting us all for as long as you have. And I guess we'll see you next time. It's been great, guys. See you later. Bye-bye. Pythian Castle in Missouri, the home of castles.
Yeah, they got time over here.
Well, they certainly know how to make a scary as fuck looking castle.
Oh, it looks sturdy.
That is true.
Looks better built than a lot of other places we've been to, I'll tell you that much.
Oh boy.
What are your thoughts on this one? You feeling the jimmies already?
I mean, this looks like a haunted castle. Like if I were to think of what a haunted castle would look like, it looks like this. All right.
Pythian Castle.
Knock, knock. This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved, we investigate the Pythian Castle as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real? With over 100 documented deaths happening within its walls, this stone fortress served as both an orphanage and an army prison throughout its almost 100-year history. I don't know, it's another castle. I think that's quite
Oh, fuck.
our first orphanage and our second castle.
This is our first orphanage? I can't believe the majority of our episodes aren't about orphanages.
Well, sounds like we're ready to go.
Let's dig in.
Completed in 1913, this 40,000 square foot castle was built for the Knights of Pythias, a formerly all-white fraternal organization formed in 1864.
Before you even said all white, I was about to say, they sound like white supremacists.
Yeah, I think you'll have no problem antagonizing these ghosts in particular.
Are you saying we're allowed to shit in this castle? On the floor?
Located about 150 miles outside of Kansas City, Missouri, in the town of Springfield, the castle was originally built to house the widows and orphans of Knights members who had died, as well as elderly members themselves. Consequently, the primary design concern, due to the fragile state of its occupants, was that the building be fireproof. The architects chose Carthage stone, a limestone indigenous to the Springfield area. The 2-foot-thick stone on the exterior of the castle was a great choice. But what the architects couldn't have known was that it has another far more mysterious quality. Carthage stone is reported to not only lure spirit energy to it, but also entrap it once inside.
Okay.
Just reporting.
Who's telling you that?
Just reporting
Who's
what people seem to
reporting
think.
what?
Just reporting what people think. You know?
It lures spirits and traps them inside.
I don't know if it's like that. Like you're not gonna pull it out of your pocket and be like, look what I got here.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Pseudoscience is what it's called.
I suppose you can call it that.
It is.
I don't know if I believe or don't believe that.
I mean, you don't believe that.
No.
You don't believe.
But I do believe in ghosts.
I know you believe in ghosts. That's fair.
Yeah. People also seem to think that running water conducts paranormal energy as well as quartz, crystal.
I think juggling attracts paranormal.
Have you been able to prove that?
No, it's just something I believe.
That's cool.
So,
I
put
believe
that out
that
there.
mustache doesn't attract anything. What the hell? Okay! Well, this is certainly a different kind of visual horror than we've seen this season.
Spacious, cavernous.
A little Hollywood haunted chic.
Yeah.
Let's turn our lights off, actually, because you really get to soak in how awful this place actually is.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Look over there.
There's something about being able to see so many rooms at once.
A lot of space for people to explore.
Stuff to catch out of the corner of your eye. You look in a room far away, maybe you see something that plays tricks on you, you know.
Very fun. I'm gonna lose my mind in here.
Yeah.
While the building could house up to 100 residents, it would never reach that capacity. The orphaned children were housed away from any other residents, and historic accounts suggest that life for them at Pythian Castle wasn't an easy one. boys and girls were strictly forbidden from speaking to each other, even if they were siblings. The children's days were filled with chores, and their nights spent in bunkhouse dormitories throughout the castle. Despite their hardship, one woman who lived there as a child in the 1920s said that the orphans would sing on the front porch every night as townspeople would crowd around the gates and fences to hear them.
Our life is hell. We're all so lonely.
And there's people outside the fences that are like, yay!
Yes! The sad children are singing again.
We won't help you, but we enjoy the singing. Keep
Gather
going.
round, look at the miserable moppets.
That's a weird thing to do.
Also, they probably weren't very good singers.
That's besides the point, but yes.
Despite the Knights of Pythias shuttering the original services they provided in the castle after only 26 years, it seems the voices of the children who once lived there, along with the people who cared for them, continue to be heard throughout the property. In 1942, a man visited the castle and later recounted to his brother that as he toured the empty room that was once the children's living quarters, quote, "I knew something was not right. I knew I was not alone. I felt two people there with me and thought I heard a woman and a man talking together, but there was nothing there." End quote. One of the ghost tour guides said she once stood in the corner of the same floor and said she'd distinctly heard a child's voice say, "Hello." Not thinking anything of it, she said hello back, only to turn around and see no one there.
Worth saying, it's creepy to be in a castle alone.
Well, sure. I actually don't think so.
We're going into the boys' dormitory. This is where a lot of shadow figures are caught. Shadow boys? Perhaps. Shadow babies. Greetings. I'm Ryan.
I'm Shane.
And we're about to enter the boys' dormitory. You'll notice we have a static cam already set up in here. Maybe we caught
Well,
something.
I noticed that there's a large stack of blocks that say, "I see you die."
Well, that's pleasant. Oh, look at that little baby.
She ain't right.
Yeah, there's something wrong with her right eye.
We gotta take her to some sort of facility.
My name is Ryan.
I'm Shane.
I know that life in this place was not the most fun for you, which is why we're here to have fun with you today. And I hope that will make you feel better.
We're fun guys. We're not gonna be mean to you. We're here to just encourage you to be children and really just have a good time, play with your little cars and toys. We mean you no harm. We simply would love to communicate with you and put you on youtube.com.
Can you tell us your name? What are you doing?
I'm just shaking it around like a little baby, and you gotta keep them.
How does that help the investigation even
Well,
a
I
little
think
bit?
maybe they see a little baby moving around. They'll be like, "Oh, there's a baby. I'm a little child too. Maybe I should jiggle." Yeah.
Logic really falling apart as you speak.
Well, I
in
like
your
to be
head.
very thorough.
Okay. Who's in here with us? Anybody want to play?
You wanna fucking play? Huh?
Hey, dude, they're kids. Come on now. Anybody want to play? I know you don't. I know things were strict here. Don't worry, we won't tell on you.
Nah, we ain't snitches. Well, you can do whatever the hell you want. I said hell, huh?
Yeah, I saw
They're
you.
kids.
I'm proud of you.
Do whatever the hell you want.
At this moment, our audio recorder catches this distant, disembodied voice.
Sort of.
What was that?
Yes, that's right.
What was that? Well, this is something that might help you talk to us if you want to come out and talk, okay? Is there anybody here with us? Hi, kids. What's your name? Susanna?
Susanna?
Hello, Susanna. My name is Ryan. Say my name back to me if you want to play. Daddy. I don't mean you any harm. I'm not here to hurt you. I know you might be scared. I promise you I won't hurt you.
You love him? I thought that wasn't. I love you.
Her dipshit. Not very nice.
What's your name? Jimmy? You have a scion?
Okay, we're gonna leave now.
Don't leave. All right.
Soon after the onset of World War II, the US government purchased the land on which the castle stood, assuming the property by order of immediate possession for war purposes. On December 23, 1942, the castle was officially reopened as the O'Reilly Service Club and became an administration and service building as part of the Army's new O'Reilly Hospital complex. It is believed that at one point during World War II, 2,000 people used the service club every day.
If I was rich enough to own a castle,
What would you do with
I
it?
would empty it out
Yeah.
and I would hire strictly Dracula reenactors. And I would have him walk around the castle at different points. Maybe he's in one window and another one who looks identical in another window. Mainly just for people in town to think, I think the castle is haunted by Dracula.
Haunted by a Dracula.
It's haunted by Dracula.
Would there be
I
like
would
a
not-
break room where all the different Draculas were
course.
like, did Ryan like what you did today?
And I would have a bunch of little cameras around to watch. And I'd have like a headset.
Dracula 3? Dracula 3 to the west window?
It'd be great. It'd be great. And I would make sure it was not open to the public and it would be mainly my little mystery mansion.
Well, this is deranged.
I don't think it's that deranged. It would be non-for-profit.
Well, clearly.
And all
You're not going to make a profit on
Absolutely
buying
not.
a castle and staffing it with Dracula actors.
But this is-
What kind of profit would you turn from that?
spiritual profit.
This is insane.
Maybe I'll throw a Frankenstein in there. I don't know.
That'd be good.
Oh, now it's good?
I like that.
And I could cast you.
I'll do it.
I'll save money on makeup.
While the nearby hospital took care of the wounded soldiers' medical needs, the upper levels of the castle offered a variety of entertainment opportunities once they were released, including shows and dances. Army amenities aside, one room that has been especially active as of late is the Queen's Suite, with activity that includes alleged possession.
This is the Queen's Suite. One certain paranormal show had a person claim to be possessed in this very room.
Really? Oh my goodness, look at this lamp covered in feathers.
I gotta say, if there's a room to be possessed in,
Is this safe?
this is the one to do it in, baby.
A lamp covered in feathers? They got 2 lamps covered in feathers. I didn't know that was legal.
That's 2 more than I have.
Wow.
Is there anybody in here with us? Can you tell us your name?
Did you hear something?
I think I might have heard a whisper there. Can you tell us your name? What was that? Well, I'm gonna have to up the ante here. Who's in here with us? What's your name?
Todd?
I didn't catch that. What's your name? Wait, what was that?
Heartburn?
Say our names back to us if you want to communicate.
We do want to.
Do you want to what?
What did that say? Appletini?
I heard apple tater.
Our old pal?
Wait a second, you mean to tell me that apple tater is here? Can I get a spaghetti?
Tell us your name. Apple Tater?
Have you followed us?
Are you coming back for the final season? I wanted to get in the last season, boys.
If we get spaghetti, that actually might be the most solid ghost evidence that's ever existed.
That's true. Come on, give us spaghetti. I'll take meatballs. Ryan? Severe allergic reaction? Hey, what pairs really well with apple taters?
Hunger, we're getting close. Wait, did you hear it?
Yes!
Did you hear spaghetti? I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear that?
I didn't hear it. Did we get spaghetti?
We got a spaghetti!
Wait, no, we did not.
I swear to fucking
Did we get
God!
fucking spaghetti?
We got a spaghetti. It was a mild spaghetti. That was a spaghetti.
Fuck yeah!
We got spaghetti! They're back, baby! They're back!
Let's go. We're the
Why are we not just ending the season
the
right
fucking
now?
greatest ghost hunters in the fucking world. Holy shit. Thank you. Thank you for whoever said that. You're a fan of the show, huh?
Not really. I just said it so you'd fucking leave.
I think we're done here. How are you gonna top that?
We'll just end the episode here.
Seriously, I mean, that was the fucking greatest thing I've ever heard. We got spaghetti and an apple tater. Holy shit, dude.
It's like a sequel.
That's the best thing. I got possessed by fucking content.
You guys are
there.
celebrities at this point.
Other features of the club included a soda fountain and snack bar, a bowling alley, billiards, and a still functioning movie theater from the original Pythian days that's located on the second floor.
How come we can't spend the night at this place?
Because there's
We
no
gotta sleep in some blood-soaked farmhouse in the middle of nowhere?
Well, there's
But
no-
when we get to a castle that has a movie theater and a room full of trampolines, I assume they have that, we can't sleep there for the night?
As much as I would love to take a place with a bowling alley, slide you down and watch you hit all the pins. I just
You wouldn't do that to me.
I wouldn't, but I would.
However, during the war, the theater also served as the church sanctuary and was where they would hold funerals. EVP recordings from this room reportedly have captured ghostly muffled voices, as well as whispers that just say one word: Lillian.
Okay, so we're going into the theater now. This is also the funeral room.
One ticket to the funeral, please.
Not two? You're not gonna treat me?
2 tickets for the funeral. Me and my buddy are here to check out that dead body.
All right. Well, let's just go inside. You ruined it.
And a popcorn.
That I like that.
Popcorn at a wake? We both gotta make sure that's in our will.
Oh, it definitely will be. All right, here's what we're gonna do, folks. I know this is a house of cinema, a house of theater. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kill our lights. And we're gonna give the floor to you.
Yeah, that's right.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. My name is Ryan.
I'm Shane.
Can you say either of our names back to us, just to let us know you want to talk to us? Nice stage. Can someone tell me what happens on this stage? What? What jacket?
Bones?
Can you tell me the name of the castle that we're in? Kind of sounded like Pythian, but I don't know.
No.
Can you tell me the name of the castle? The name of the castle. What is the name of the castle? All right, you lost your chance to talk. That sucks.
Ryan, quick idea.
What would that be?
You know, they're watching a lot of movies, probably a lot of funny things, watching Bob Hope, funny guy. What if we make them feel like we're part of the crowd? We just laugh for a bit.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Make it seem like we're in with them.
Ah, shit, that guy's funny. He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. I don't think it's working.
But these entertaining amenities weren't the only changes the army made to the castle. Down in the basement, the army added rows of what's believed to be prison cells to hold prisoners of war. These prisoners were either being treated at the hospital for injuries or being used for labor around the grounds. According to the current owner, the castle's cells held only the Italian prisoners of war, with one exception. One single Japanese soldier was also held in the cells below the Pythian castle. Reports claim that the soldier was allowed paint and paintbrushes for his own personal use, resulting in 2 murals that still remain in his cell to this day.
So right now we are in one of the cells that a Japanese prisoner of war was kept in. He was a cook, and because of his good behavior, he was given the opportunity to paint on these walls. And as you can see, he painted pictures of his homeland, which is actually beautiful, pretty nice. I think you recognize this. We got some paintbrushes, we got some canvas, and we got some paint. But I think just the presence of this brush here might make you want to communicate with us. Let you know that we're here to talk.
We're artsy guys just like you.
Artsy fartsy.
We'll give you a chance to use these brushes. If not, we can sort of changeling it and you can close your eyes and be swept away by the spirit. Draw us.
Auto writing.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, you have to make that face when you do it. Do that one more time. Yeah, perfect. He's going. And you're being moved right now, right? You're not looking at this? Let me know when you feel like you've done it. Okay.
What did I get?
Let's take a look.
Well, that's not very...
Looks like shit.
I mean, you could probably hang that at MoMA. I'm just saying, that is art. We're in a haunted cell. I did auto writing, and that's what came out.
It almost looks like Piglet from Winnie the Pooh.
Recent visitors have reported capturing unexplainable white orbs in photos taken within the eerily quiet basement, as well as becoming violently ill while in the prison cells. Others have claimed to hear disembodied voices in conversation thought to be those of convalescing soldiers once locked inside.
Man, what would it be like to be in here? Apparently there was about 60 Italian prisoners of war. Not that many cells down here, so a lot of them crammed in here.
Unpleasant.
I'm just gonna jump straight into the spirit box.
We might as well.
Oh! Whoa, what was that? Who's down here with me?
We love Italy. We love what?
Well, us. How long have you been in here?
A rough estimate.
How long have you been in here? 41.
Since 1941, maybe?
I guess. Have you been in here since 1941? We're not here to hurt you. We're here to help. Want to figure out why you're still here. Okay. I'm gonna turn this off really soon, so if there's anything you want to say it now. Fuck you guys.
Fuck you guys?
Wasn't very nice. That was actually somewhat successful.
An audio recorder left in this jail cell recorded this distant groan of pain. Is this the voice of one of the prisoners of war held in this castle? While most of the spirits who reside within the Pythian castle seem to be benevolent, there is one place where that is definitely not the case. Legend has it that the prisoners of war were transported from the various outbuildings of the O'Reilly Hospital complex to the prison cells by a below-ground steam tunnel that connects the buildings. There are rumors that at least one soldier died while in the tunnel. Known to communicate by tapping on the pipes along the walls, the staff at the castle has dubbed this spirit Mr. Boots.
Mr. Boots! You know when I'm gonna love something, and you know I love Mr. Boots.
I know. I just can't think of.
You don't have to tell me anything else about him. I love Mr. Boots.
Recently, when a local news crew from Kansas City toured the steam tunnel, the tour guide asked Mr. Boots to let its presence be known by tapping on the pipes. Nothing. Again, the tour guide asked. And again, nothing. Thinking they were out of luck, the news crew cut the cameras, and in the news reporter's own words, quote, Right when we stopped recording, we went and turned around, and you heard ding, 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 end quote. Still shaken, the news reporter went on to say that upon hearing the tapping, the entire crew ran out of the steam tunnel as fast as they could. Unfortunately, Mr. Boots is not the only supernatural being inhabiting the steam tunnel. There have been rumblings of a truly evil spirit said to be squatting in the cramped and darkened space. Described as a large man, this unwelcomed ghost is of someone who allegedly mistreated the children back when the orphanage was still open. Those who are unlucky enough to encounter him speak of an aggressive and oppressive feeling. So to end our investigation, we'll explore the steam tunnel individually.
All right. There it is. Watch your head on this.
Yeah.
And yeah, that looks like a fucking nightmare.
All right, well, I'll head down there. What are you gonna do? Chill here?
Piss my pants.
Okay, well, good luck with that.
I don't like that I'm not going to be able to escape this thing fast if I have to.
No, you sure won't.
So maybe I'll go halfway.
No, you'll have to go all the way down the end.
Maybe I'll go.
You'll go to the end.
Maybe I'll go halfway.
No.
Not stoked. Not stoked to do this. How did this become my life?
Anybody down here? Is there a Mr. Boots here? I've heard absolutely wonderful things about a Mr. Boots. And that's more drippy drips. Okay, gonna continue down the steam tunnel.
Ideally, we get down there and Shane's just dead. And then we could end the investigation and I could go home. Obviously very sad, thoughts and prayers, but I don't have to go down there then. So, lose a best friend, don't have to go in the tunnel. I think it comes out to be a wash, to be honest, so.
Yeah, feel free to talk into this microphone or kill me. One of those two things. Or do both. Kill me and then pick up my little EVP thing here and say, I fucking killed that guy. That works too. Here we go. Did you hear that, Mr. Boots?
Any spiders down there?
Yes, quite a few.
Really?
Yeah, there's a ton.
Oh.
I don't like
I brushed one off of me.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Fuck.
You're rarely afforded the opportunity to walk down a long tunnel and stand at the end of it in total darkness. And, I'm not about to look a gift horse in the mouth. Don't take it for granted.
Now, Mr. Boots, I know that's your name down here. Just know that if I see you, I am going to piss myself, scream, and then try and fight you, because that's all I know how to do. You would respond then with, that's what you would do.
Any of you at home, you ever walk down a long dark tunnel and then stay there for a while? Probably not, because it's scary. It's a scary thing to do. But I recommend it. If you see a drain pipe in your town and you wonder, what's down there? Is it Pennywise? Go check it out. Don't tell anyone you're going.
My name is Ryan. What's your name? What? Can you say apple tater again? How about spaghetti? Can we get a nice little spaghetti?
My greatest hope is that I farted so bad at the end of that tunnel that it makes Ryan Bergara throw up.
Do you want to keep talking to me? Oh my God, I just heard Ryan. Let me, Ryan. Okay, so you do want to talk. I just heard Ryan again. Fuck me. Holy shit. I am not my fear. I am stronger than my fear. Okay, let's talk. What do you want to talk about?
One more place left, and that's it. And then we don't have to listen to that spirit box ever again. Can we finish that episode with me smashing the spirit box with a hammer? I'll personally pay for it. I'll Venmo BuzzFeed money if they let me smash the spirit box with a hammer. Or my fucking boot. Or on Ryan's head. I'll chew it like a sandwich. I'll swallow it and shit it out. I'm ready to destroy it. But this has been fun.
What's your name? Come on, try harder. You can do it. What's your name? What the fuck? Oh shit! Oh shit! Holy shit! Sorry if I freaked out, but that's the scariest thing I have ever heard on one of these investigations. I just heard my name loud and fucking clear, not on the spirit box. Holy shit! What? Huh? Hello? Hello? Okay, well that sucks. Who was that? Hi? Who's down here with me? Who? Go? Go where? Well, you don't have to ask me twice. Fuck that.
Brian, did you not hear me calling you?
Oh, you motherfucker. That was good. Holy shit. You really scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I got you good.
Really happy that you're taking this investigation seriously.
Well, you know, we have to have a little fun at the end of them. Was that good?
So the first two voices were you, that Ryan.
The Ryan.
Good, good. Because I did hear two really fucking clear Ryans on the spirit box.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you make it all the way to the end?
I did.
Good, I'm proud of you.
Then
no
I-
spiders. No, just kidding.
Then I stayed the rest of the way in the middle. Fuck. Well, I am certainly glad to be leaving that place.
One more left.
One more left. Goodbye, steam tunnel. Goodbye, castle. Goodbye, dormitories. Goodbye, prison cells.
Well, and most of all, goodbye, Mr. Boots.
Goodbye, Mr. Boots. You were pleasant.
Funny
in that
guy.
you, I guess, kind of talked to me. See you later. Oh shit, I almost tripped down the stairs.
Built to be a beacon of friendship, charity, and benevolence, the Pythian castle was instead the site of tragedy and horror. A great stone fortress that was home to so many in need, but whether those spirits will ever escape still remains unsolved.
Well, I gotta say, it doesn't really get more London than this. We got the cobblestones, the dimly lit lights. And then right here, we have the catacombs, London tombs that sit under the bustling city of London.
Very,
And they aren't shying away from it. Look at that.
yeah, very theatrical.
It is a tourist attraction now that's a haunted maze, but it does sit atop a bed of history that's very genuine.
Let's have a peek at the tombs of London.
Yeah, just get on with it.
All right.
This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved, we investigate London tombs as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real? These tombs are not the most pleasant, as you can see, and they have some pretty gruesome history.
Production value here is through the roof.
Yeah, I mean, it is a haunted attraction.
This is sort of a funny location, huh?
It's a fun house built on top of a historical atrocity.
Okay, well, that's one way to do it, I guess.
That being said, let's get into it.
Oh, okay.
Deep beneath the earth at the foot of London Bridge lie catacombs now referred to as the London Tombs. It's unclear how old these catacombs are, but the bridge itself dates back to ancient Roman times, and a brief look into London's tragic history may provide an answer. In the city's history, there have been several deadly epidemics. Mass graves known as plague pits were made across the city to accommodate the magnitude of the deaths, during which hundreds of bodies were quickly buried without coffins or ceremonies.
You know, yeah, I mean, you look back at that and you could say, oh, it's so inhumane, but if this person's flesh is decomposing off their face while they're still alive,
That was a bad thing. You gotta get rid of those bodies as quick as you can.
Yeah, burn them. They're like White Walkers.
Throw them in a volcano. I don't care.
If I had flesh falling off my face, I would expect you to put a bullet in my head.
Happily.
Don't have to be that excited.
You wouldn't even have to ask, buddy.
If you didn't have flesh falling off your face at all, I'd still put a bullet in your head.
For what reason? Wait, you're saying you would...
Moving on.
What the fuck?
One of the worst plagues in human history, referred to as the Black Death, occurred in Europe between 1347 and 1351 and killed an estimated 1.5 million Britons, a staggering number when you consider that was about a third of Britain's population at the time. In 1665, another outbreak of the bubonic plague devastated the city, now known as the Great Plague of London. The disease ultimately claimed as many as 100,000 lives, roughly a fifth of London's population.
What a chunk.
I mean, this was no joke.
What a chunk.
There's a reason why they called it the Great Plague.
Oh, this is great, man.
No,
You should have been there for that plague.
No, it wasn't like
Kicked ass. That thing was a hell of a plague.
Yeah, I T-voted.
I don't have any family left.
Between these two outbreaks, there's no telling how many plague pits are littered throughout the city. It's actually a popular urban myth that the famous London Underground subway system was designed in its meandering route so as to avoid the plague pits.
Yeah, probably not true.
Fun to imagine a train weaving around a bunch of dead people.
Just plowing through a pile of bones. Oh, don't worry, those are old bones.
Can't go this way, too much bones.
We got bones on the track again. I'm from London.
Records from John Stow's 1598 survey of London suggest that up to 150,000 bodies had been buried throughout London in plague pits. Evidence of these mass graves have been discovered throughout various points in history. As recently as 2013, a pit of 14 bodies was discovered in Farringdon's Charterhouse Square by engineers working on London's Crossrail project.
14.
That's
Kinda
still
chump change. I know that's 14 human lives, but I mean, when you're saying they buried 150,000, you at least expect
not in
100
one giant pit. I mean, like a cross.
Yeah, I know. 14 isn't.
Okay, put it this way. How often are we digging up somewhere for a new development in Los Angeles and go, oh, there's 14 bones here, or there's 14 piles of bones?
You know, we're a young country. I'm sure in 100 years there'll be a lot of us buried in holes that they'll find mass graves, you know.
That's not how it works, man.
Yeah, we're gonna go through some stuff. I feel it coming.
Jesus, you were an anarchist. What's going on?
This dark history takes us to the London tombs we sit in tonight. Prior to becoming a tourist attraction, the tombs had been sealed for decades. Excavations to build the attraction began as early as 2007 by brothers Lee and Eddie Scriven of Kent. The project was said to cost over £2 million. During its excavation, they claimed, quote, hundreds of bodies were uncovered from the plague pit, end quote, where the tomb is located. According to BBC reports, after, quote, skeletons were found in a sealed vault in the basement, end quote, the builders refused to work on site alone. Shortly after, a second, quote, Hall of Bones, end quote, was found under concrete, which was said to have, quote, intensified the spooky activities, end quote.
A Hall of Bones. I like that.
I mean, this is serious, man. They found a shitload of bones in here.
Yeah, as you would.
Pathologists reportedly dated the bones to the mid-17th century, which lead to their leading theory that the remains had indeed been plague victims. With this gruesome revelation, it's no wonder the construction workers experienced strange activity after disturbing the bodies of the site. Workers would report disappearing tools and strange noises. They witnessed a mysterious surge where over a dozen light bulbs had blown despite the new working electrical system. Some reported feeling as if someone was watching them. Perhaps most horrifyingly, those who have visited since have claimed to experience hideous visions, seen sinister faces suspended in midair, and felt violent poltergeist attacks. With that in mind, let's take a glimpse at the current status of the underground tombs we sit in tonight. As mentioned before, these tombs are now an attraction, a maze filled with scare actors and sets to scare thrill-seeking tourists. But tonight, this labyrinth of rooms sits vacant, ready for us to find what bits of history refuse to leave.
There's a little skeleton man in that tree.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
So this is not very serious, any of this, right? This is what we're in for tonight? We're in for this?
I don't know. I have no idea.
They do have great respect for their dead here in England.
You can see it's kind of a nightmare. There's dolls everywhere. It kind of brings us back to Spider Island or Island of the Dolls.
Yeah, I feel home.
I feel like we're in that shed again.
Yeah.
And just like that, there's one marquee doll.
There's what? Oh!
This is the doll that a psychic apparently hates and won't enter here.
I guess that's par for the course, though. I'm actually pretty impressed with how awful a lot of these look. That one's in a cage. That baby's in a cage.
You gotta cage it up.
A bad baby.
Otherwise it'll
Put it
run
in a
amok.
cage.
As you can see, I've placed all my equipment in her lap.
Yes.
So, let's do it. Cover your ears.
Oh, this, okay.
We're back.
Here we are. Can you say hello?
Oh, shit!
I heard it.
It actually sounded like hello. Fuck.
Yeah. Can you say either of our names? It's Ryan and Shane.
What? Who's in this room? Where are you right now?
Every time you hear a voice, you go, and then it's almost as if your brain a half a second later realizes, oh, then nothing of value was said.
Well, it sounded like it said here. It said here. But once again, I agree with you that can we at least agree that one word doesn't mean much?
No.
Okay, but if it's 2 words, we're coming back at you.
You there. Why don't you talk? Huh?
Yeah, what about you?
Got something to say?
Jesterman, you got something to say?
Hey, of you.
How about you?
Bear. Your face got burned. Why don't you talk?
How about you,
baby.
headless bride? You got something to say? Oh, you, Farmer John, overall boy.
Do any of you have anything to say to us?
Come on. There's got to be one soul in here that Jesus Christ, what in the name of Christ is that?
It's a demon baby.
It's a freaking exorcist baby. Headless troll doll.
Speak to us. Say something crazy. Make Ryan lose his mind.
Let's hear it.
Come on.
Come on. On with it.
Come on. I would pay thousands of dollars for ghosts to be real, just so we can stop doing this 2 minutes here.
What did you think that said?
I think it said...
One room in the maze, referred to as the Brown Room, is said to play host to a shadowy figure that lurks in the dark corners of the room.
Apparently this is the beginning room of the maze.
This is sort of a classic... Oh, hello, sir.
This is usually where they see a shadow man in here, in the back corners.
At this moment, our audio recorder picks up what sounds like a distant female sound
in the back corner.
This used to be the tomb.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
this is this whole area right here.
Well, there's this. They excavated
This is the tomb.
They excavated the whole site, and there was one room in particular where most of the bones were. This was not it.
Okay.
But this whole site as a whole was like all part of an underground system.
It's just weird that they turned it into a haunted mansion.
Let's reach out. Maybe that's a weasel.
That is it was a weasel, a badger, Wolverine. I don't know what the hell that is.
Sure. Zoologist. All right. Okay.
Oh, there's another weasel.
This guy loved weasels.
Don't call it the weasel. Don't call it the brown room.
This
Call
is
it
the weasel room.
This is
Yeah.
the weasel room.
Good.
England's famed weasel room. Ooh, he's reaching for the bottle.
He's reaching for the gin.
Knows what I'm talking about. Yeah.
He's about to close a big. What are you? You about to make out with the doll?
I can smell it. what do we got in this room?
Standard fare, whispers, but mainly it's the prominent figure of a shadow person standing back over there.
I get tired of hearing about shadow people.
Is that so?
Yeah, it might as well be like a coat on a coat rack, you know?
At this moment, our audio recorder picks up a whispering voice.
I'm gonna give you the floor right now. If you want to say anything or you want to let us know that you're here, we could turn our light off.
Would you like us to turn our lights off? Then it's all shadow. Then everything is the Shadow Man.
How do you separate shadow?
Then we're Shadow Men.
Holy shit.
Now it's dark.
Well, now that it may be easier for you to focus on us, do you have anything to say? We'll give you a minute.
We can't see you now, so apparently this is the best time for a ghost to be. It can't be recorded. So here's your moment.
We're about to leave. I'm gonna turn my light on. Over in the corner now.
Ooh, swing and a miss.
In addition to plagues, some of England's more violent history actually took place roughly above the tombs we're in tonight. As early as the 13th century, England sometimes punished traitors to the crown by hanging, drawing, and quartering. This process, among other horrible things, would include pulling somebody's limbs off, possibly with horses, and finishing with decapitation. The heads would be placed on the pikes of Traitor's Gate, a gate that sat on an older incarnation of London Bridge.
chill.
That's fair, I think.
Totally chill.
I mean, treason's
You're right. Treason's bad. Let's have a horse pull you limb from limb.
Again, we've sort of covered this, but they didn't have a lot to do back then.
So you're telling me that if you didn't have Netflix, you would resort to cutting people's heads off and putting them on funny little sticks?
Now, if I'm reading a book and I'm like, well, this is the height of entertainment, and someone said, well, they're going to pull someone apart into 4 little pieces outside, just slap 4 horses on the ass and watch them come apart. I'd probably just put my little bookmark in, close it, put my shoes on, and go outside to the town square. What's wrong with that?
Lots of things. I could think of several things off the top of my head.
I am putting myself in historical context here. Nowadays, I probably wouldn't, but...
I probably wouldn't. I'd think about it.
60% chance I'm saying no to that.
Some famous heads that once sat on these pikes included the head of Catholic conspirator Guy Fawkes, Oliver Cromwell, and Scottish freedom fighter and Braveheart himself, William Wallace. That being said, one detail I withheld regarding the remains found in the tombs we're exploring tonight was that some of the skulls found had holes in them, suggesting that some of the grotesque mounted heads that were once prominently displayed for the London public found a home down here in the London tombs. In fact, a medium that visited the tombs, aside from claiming to sense hundreds of tortured souls, also sensed the aforementioned Guy Fawkes.
All right. That's kind of
Or Guy Fawkes. F-A-W-K-E-S.
Fox.
I think Fox. This Guy Fawkes.
This... Did you have that ready to go?
No.
Oh, damn. This is good.
Perhaps this violent history could explain the many dark figures that roam the hallways. Using laser technology, perhaps we'll be able to pick up movement.
So, in this hallway, they would give tours. The tour guide would be standing right here, and they'd pan down this hallway. And they, at one point, a tour guide said they saw a man just standing at the back over here.
Okay.
So,
there are a lot of hanging things in that hallway. You don't think the shadows could maybe play with someone's imagination?
only one way to find out. So I want to put the laser grid over there so that we could see any movement. That way we'll be able to discern whether it's something moving or if it really is just shadows playing tricks on somebody.
Right. Wasn't very productive last time.
Well, it's not going to be productive every time. You got to remember, once again, capturing an apparition or something physically manipulating our world is like catching lightning in a bottle.
That's the holy grail.
Yeah, it's not going to happen every time.
Yeah. Or any time.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's initiate the grid.
Okay, I'm doing it.
This is a lot more anticlimactic than I had hoped.
Oh, that's
fun, huh?
I enjoy that. All right, to the man who stands at the back of this hallway, who are you? Why are you here? Can you move for us? Can you move something? Could you move one of those pieces of clothing that's hanging?
While changing our batteries on our equipment, we heard loud footsteps down the hall. We quickly turned everything on, but only caught the tail end of the noises.
Record. Hello? I don't know if our mic was recording, but something was definitely moving down there.
Do you want me to go look? I heard that down there too.
Hello? Jesus, this is fucked up. What the? You did hear that though, right? That was pretty loud.
It was very loud.
It sounded like footsteps on this wood, because this, look, it wasn't this, right?
No.
Hello? Hello? Oh, come on. Oh, fucking good lord.
Oh, hey. Hello, sir.
We're in the Jack the Ripper room. Hello?
They hate that.
I don't know what that was. All right, let's go back. That was. Oh,
sorry, man. You almost had it. Evidence of a ghost.
Pretty much our sound recorder was off. All of our equipment was off because we were changing batteries. And of course, in that moment, we hear the footsteps.
Convenient. Very convenient.
Yeah. I knew you were going to say that. And that's probably what most of the Shaniacs and skeptics are thinking out there. And frankly, I know that looks bad. It pisses me off. We catch just the beginning of it, I'm wrestling with the EVP, so it kind of like overpowers the footsteps in the dark. Record.
Again, it could be 100,000 things before it's a ghost. It could be one of us rubbing against something. It could be, someone on the crew making a noise.
All right.
I'd love to hear a ghost say something ghostly. I'd love to see a ghost. I'd love to see any evidence of anything at all.
Maybe the most active room in the tombs is a room referred to as the Roman Room. In this room, staff have claimed to see the apparition of a little girl named Emily, dressed in clothing perhaps from either of the Great Plagues. But what's most horrifying is the possible explanation for her frequent appearances in this room. According to current staff, a majority of the bones discovered during construction were actually found 1 floor below this room.
Maybe we'll see her tonight.
I'm sure you will.
Well, what if you see her? Then what are you going to say?
If I see her, then I'll believe in ghosts forever.
You heard it here first. This is your chance, Emily, to make history, to end the show.
You know how boring this show would be if I was as insane as you?
I'm not insane. I just believe a different truth than you.
Okay. But it would just be 2 people being like, I'm scared, and the other one being, I'm even scareder.
That's every ghost show in existence.
Is it really?
Okay, so right now we have motion lights at the foot of that door, foot of this door, and where the spirit of the little girl is seen.
You all right, man?
I saw something over there.
What you gotta collect
Anyways,
yourself.
if something passes those, we're gonna see it.
Who are we reaching out to here, like Romans?
No, that's just because it's Roman themed doesn't mean there's actually Romans in this.
Oh, this is not.
Just remember the backdrop of this place.
This guy looks like such a fucking sad sack. Oh. Why are you bothering me?
All right, whoever's in here, can you say your name? You say why you're here? Is there anybody in here with us right now? Emily, are you here? Is that even your name, or did they just give you that name? There is an uneasiness to this room.
You don't like it.
I don't know.
It's pretty quiet in here.
Yeah, why don't you do some reaching out? I did it in the last room.
Okay, so I'm talking to Emily,
Oh,
or am
shit.
What?
That fucking light turned on.
Maybe I moved.
No, you didn't move your arm over there.
No, I didn't. Oh, things are going tits up, Ryan.
Shut up, Shane. Could you move your foot again? Move your foot out. Move it out like you did. Left one. This one right here.
It's not turning on, Ryan.
All right, I'm gonna go walk over to that one. Why did that turn on? And I just saw something right there.
Because you've tested these, and they have the cone of influence, if we can call it that.
It's very
pretty
tiny.
narrow.
Yeah. Let me walk over here. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I had
Yeah,
to
you
walk
got
right
pretty
here.
close there. We may have caught ourselves a ghoul, Ryan. Okay.
Just in case.
Yeah.
I want to leave zero doubt. This one is facing, the cone is actually smaller in this one.
Small cone.
Okay.
It's a small cone.
I'm rattled. I'm gonna compose myself.
All right. Gather your wits. Gather your wits. This is gonna be all over the news.
Here's the thing. Because it's not a ghost over there doing the Macarena, we're not gonna have something compelling to skeptics. But it is weird that it turns on. You can see there's nothing there.
It is when I move, but I'll give it to you. That's a ghost.
I knew you were gonna say that too. We replicated the movement. We jumped up and down.
Yeah.
Doesn't turn on.
Great, you got a ghost.
Say at least odd. Give that at least an odd.
That's very odd.
With plague pits and ruthless executions, there's no telling what dark history sleeps within the confines of this maze. In an attempt to awaken this history, we're going to finish this off by individually walking and investigating the entirety of this zigzagging nightmare.
Oh my god, okay. All right, I'm in. This is fucked up. This is so fucked. Okay, I'm already lost.
These, we've seen all these. I don't know if I'm supposed to stop and just take every room in, just really enjoy it. Ah! We didn't spend a lot of time with this guy earlier, but I love him. These are kind of the ghosts we should be talking to. Funny train conductors.
All right. I met an old man once. His name was Father Thomas, and he told me there's nothing to be afraid of. I mean, I won't lie, I'm very scared, but
Do not be afraid.
if anything happens, just do not be afraid. That's all you have to keep repeating. He said it a bunch of times in the Bible. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid.
And we progress through here. Ryan is truly going to lose his mind in here.
Once again, I met a pastor. He's a Vatican certified exorcist. And he said, do not be afraid, because nothing can harm you, and I have nothing to fear. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. This is where I saw something earlier, but it's fine. My hands are shaking, and I feel like I'm about to have a nervous breakdown. Okay. Do not be afraid, Ryan.
You know, there's a certain respect for the macabre in this country that you don't always see in other cultures.
Say it with me, Father Thomas. Come on. This is fucked up.
A lot of death in their history, and they've just got a fun way of dealing with it. I mean, look at this. Is this spectacular or what?
I can't hear you. Maybe I'll hear you later. Oh God, I heard something. Oh God, I heard something.
This is the Hall of Shadows. We're supposed to see strange figures moving down there. I'm actually gonna walk through it in the dark. Or wait, no, maybe I'll strobe. Yeah, that's fun.
Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. There's a shadow man in here, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not gonna stand find out because I'm not afraid. I am afraid, but I'm not gonna be afraid. I'm losing it.
Oh, ghosts? Just me now. The one who doesn't believe in you.
It's just a maze with some mannequins. Yeah, it's a pretty fucked up situation. I know that.
It's a prime time to give me just a real good jump. Anything from you up there, sir? No.
Nothing's gonna happen to me. I'm not gonna die.
Now we're getting to the part that's a little more on the nose. We've got some hanging heads. Oh, me.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm scared of you. I'm not afraid to admit it. But you know what? I could be afraid, and it's fine.
Okay, here's a big spider.
What am I doing? I'm fucking backing out against my odds. I don't have anything to be afraid of. You know what? I don't have anything to be afraid of. You can't do anything to me.
What's supposed to be the reaction to this spider?
That's a big-ass spider. Holy shit. Oh, come on. Clownland? You gotta be fucking shitting me. All right, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm not scared of this, because I am.
Oh, I hope there's no spooky clowns. Oh, it's a clown maze, folks. We got ourselves a clown maze.
Throwing clowns in here just makes no goddamn sense. You're already, spooky as it is.
Oh, this is good. This is good. Whoa, what the fuck? What is this thing? This is like a giant guar monster.
Do not be afraid. What was that? There was a creaky creak. Creaky creak creak.
Mondays, am I right?
Oh, look, it's the exit. Oh, if any of you fuckers try to sneak up on me, just know I'm gonna catch you on camera, and I'm gonna expose everybody to your little game. Ah! Oh, shit! Oh, God! Oh, God! Seriously, sir? Why? Why? God damn it. I almost fucking kicked you in the nutsack. All right. Fucking Christ on a crutch. Holy shit.
Yeah, I told him to check on you.
Yeah, I figured you did. I think we both knew that that's what happened. Don't phrase it, I told him to go check on you. Just say it how it is.
I was concerned. I wanted him to go check on you.
No, you didn't.
I didn't know he was gonna scare you.
Yeah, you know what you did.
I do.
Oh, thank you, Jesus Christ. Thank you, God.
How you doing?
I'm so happy right
You
now.
didn't throw up or anything, though? You're
felt like
confident,
it was-
so that's good.
Father Thomas really helped me then. I'm not gonna lie.
I found cookies.
The Lake Tomb is below one of London's greatest tourist attractions. burying the misery and tragedy of London's past, away from the hustle and bustle of the city above. Based on our experience tonight, it's apparent that the unfortunate history may still remain, alive and waiting. But whether or not the London tombs are definitively haunted will remain unsolved.
Hey Ryan, I like your shirt.
Thanks, I like yours too.
Thanks, buy it here.
So we're on our way to Point Pleasant, West Virginia, home of the Mothman. I think you're gonna really like this town.
Fuck, we're in the moth nest.
If we're gonna find a Mothman, it's gonna be out here. This goes beyond belief.
Are you scared?
This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved, we travel to Point Pleasant, West Virginia, as we dip our toes back into the cryptid pool again to search for the famed creature, the Mothman.
Oh, very impressive.
Can you see that?
That's good.
You'll see firsthand when we travel to West Virginia, which we're gonna do soon after I.
What do you need these?
Well, these are my Mothman gloves. I use these to catch it. Look at the grip. I grip them by the talons.
You need those to read the.
Yeah, let's get into it.
The Mothman is a cryptozoological creature that is thought to have made its first appearance in 1966. Witnesses have described the creature to be man-like in stature, often seen walking on its two hind legs. The Mothman is spotted primarily at night, and its color is tough to discern. Sometimes it's described as gray, other times as brown. However, the gigantic frame of the Mothman is largely undisputed. Across all accounts, the Mothman is a physically imposing specimen ranging from 6 to 8 feet tall. As its name would suggest, the Mothman is capable of flight, sporting 2 enormous wings with a monstrous 8 to 15-foot wingspan. One chilling detail that is reported in many sightings is the Mothman's unforgettable and haunting red eyes. A red described by one woman as, quote, red like you never saw red, end quote.
Moths aren't even scary. People say Mothman and I don't shiver.
I think he's called Mothman not because he looks like a giant moth. A giant moth would have like almost butterfly wings, right?
He doesn't have butterfly wings?
He looks kind of more like Batman's wings.
Well, then they shouldn't call him Mothman.
We'll take it up with whoever made it up.
The Sky Beast.
Sky Beast. You just literally put together the two things that it's...
Moon Monster.
It's pretty dumb.
The Cloud Fiend.
No. I see. So let's go through some other ones.
You want to see my other one?
What are the other ones you got?
The Evil Eagle. Dr. Sky Shadow. Mr. Windbiter.
Mr. Windbiter.
Hey, he's flying through the air.
You said it out loud. You're still going to stand by it?
Teeth gnashing. That's good.
What about no, that's bad.
What do you got? No, say your bad one.
It was I was going to say Wingatron.
Wingatron?
Yeah, that sounds
like a robot,
yeah,
right?
That sounds like a robot, yeah.
It was in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, where the Mothman became famous, hence our presence in the town now. In fact, a statue of the famed creature sits in the center of town for those seeking a face-to-face encounter.
Stop number 1, Mothman statue.
It looks very ornate.
You'll be able to stare at it eye to eye.
What's that supposed to be?
It means you're 8 feet tall. It's a tall joke. Get it? Look at its eyes.
Yeah, they're a beautiful amber or something.
I was gonna say they're pure terror. I could feel it coursing through my veins. Oh my God, he's got a full 6-pack. Look at that. This guy definitely P90Xs.
He's like a George Clooney Batman.
Hopefully this isn't our only face-to-face encounter with the Mothman. Maybe we'll find one in the woods and he'll look nothing like this and we'll have to contact the board of West Virginia and say you need to change your statue because the boys have solved it.
Yeah, I certainly don't think he's gonna have G.I. Joe armor on.
You don't think he's gonna have the bat suit on with knee pads?
It's a little odd. These guys asked, by the way?
Oh my God!
The purpose of our pilgrimage to Point Pleasant is to catch a glimpse of the Mothman. But that effort proves to be fruitless, we can still enjoy the influence of Mothmania that is ever present across town. For starters, there's an annual Mothman festival every September, and Mothman souvenirs sit stocked on shelves, ready for eager tourists year-round. At the Coffee Grinder, you can order various Mothman treats, including chocolate Mothman droppings, Mothman coffee, as well as a delightful Mothman cookie, complete with red eyes.
So this is the Coffee Grinder. This is one of the many locations around town where you could pick up some Mothman treats. You excited?
Yeah, they got a little Mothman lives here.
He does.
You seem like the funny little mascot of this town. Thank you.
Good mascot. Ah, man. This is nice and cozy. And look at that.
Yeah, feels right.
You think he'll look this friendly when we see him?
Probably. I don't know if he'll be smiling like that. Like, yeah, that's better. Stop that.
What do you think his voice would sound like?
So,
It's me, the Mothman.
No, it's probably...
It's me.
There you go.
The Mothman.
Yeah.
You,
Mouse-like.
You boys from out of town?
Shall we eat some droppings?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this feels weird. I don't know.
Feels right.
Sweet starter and a nutty and crunchy finish. So we have the adult here, and then the baby.
Yeah.
I'm greatly enjoying this moment. This is nice.
This is really something.
This is good. Now let me take a sip. This is good. Is this what those Worth It boys feel like?
Not enough gold.
Finally, at Village Pizza, you can order the delectable namesake Mothman pizza.
Oh, you're going through that door? I was going to open the door. All right. What the? Jesus Christ.
This Mothman pizza honors pedestrian toppings with the responsibility of mimicking the look of the famed creature. The clever arrangement enlists blood red cherry tomatoes for eyes, bell peppers for feet, and spooky mushrooms for wings.
So this is very fun for them.
He is, without a doubt, a big part of their commerce in terms of tourism.
Huh.
If I'm going to Point Pleasant, West Virginia, I would go there for the Mothman.
Yeah.
And these people are on board.
I just like that the town can rally around it.
Some people have posited that the people of this town have made Mothman up as a beacon of tourism.
Oh, Ryan.
Which I
never. Impossible.
I don't buy for a second.
No?
Nah, I sniffed for bullshit. Foolproof. Passed the Bergara smell test.
I don't trust that test one bit.
I do. Because it's my test.
Shut up.
All right, there it is.
Oh, thank you.
He's looking at me right now.
Yeah, those beady little eyes.
Those
They kind of
beady
look
little
like
eyes.
Look at me now, Shane. What do you think of me?
I like this guy. I like his vibe.
Oh, thanks.
We got the wings right here, the torso, this little bell pepper
Two
feet.
little legs.
That's amazing.
If I saw this in the woods, I wouldn't necessarily be all that scared.
Actually, the eyes would be pretty terrifying.
Yeah, those are actually pretty creepy.
I don't know. I like it. I dig it. I can't wait to eat his body.
I call one of the eyepieces.
There's only two of us here, so I'm gonna obviously get the other one.
Fine.
It's good.
While at Village Pizza, the manager sat with us to share a story of a Mothman sighting.
What's the scariest tale you've heard from someone in terms of sighting the Mothman?
Danny Scarberry's mother, she said that one night she had to fight him off because he come in to get Danny. She was like 6 months old, was in her bed, and she had to fight the Mothman off because he was trying to grab the baby.
He was trying to steal her baby?
Yeah, that was her story, but I mean, she was very convincing, and it's sad to say she's dead and gone now, but that was a very scary.
She fought the Mothman.
Well, she didn't.
Oh my God.
She didn't actually fight.
Oh.
She didn't actually fight him, but I mean, she wrestled and got her baby from him.
Oh, yikes.
That's her story.
Well, that was educational.
That was good.
Got my souvenirs. It was good. It's time.
These two weirdly optimistic pilgrims are ready to embark on our menacing Mothman mission. Let's begin at the main sighting that started Mothmania as we know it.
All right, so this is the McClintock Wildlife Management Area. This is the area of the main sighting.
This looks like the kind of area you'd see a Mothman.
A Mothman, exactly, right. Sparse.
Not a lot of people out here.
Yet there's parts that are densely wooded.
Yeah.
Now
It seems like a good road to be terrified on.
During World War II, 8,000 acres of a wooded area near Point Pleasant, West Virginia, were employed to manufacture and house explosives. The explosives were housed in concrete igloos dispersed across the land. After the war, the effort was abandoned, and the area was partially converted into a wildlife preserve that is now known today as the McClintock Wildlife Management Area. In the 80s, it was uncovered that byproducts of the explosives had critically contaminated the land. And yet, to this day, the igloos and some of their hazardous materials remain. Some speculate that this contamination mutated local birds into what would eventually become the Mothman. But that's purely speculation.
I don't think that's how that stuff works. I think usually if you come into contact with maybe something radioactive or something, you die.
Or you turn into the Mothman. I mean, what are the odds of it? They ain't zero. We'll park here and then we'll make our way out into the wildlife preserve. It's daytime right now, but
what are we doing?
Nightfall's gonna come soon.
Yeah.
And you know I always come prepared.
Yeah.
I mean, there's hunters around here. I don't want to get shot.
No, I know. We don't want you to get shot.
So I'm breaking out Old Faithful.
No helmet this time?
No, I don't have any reports of Mothman hitting people over the head with rocks, so I don't think it's necessary this time around.
I guess, you know, in some sense, you may be making yourself a better target for Mothman to just
maybe
fly
I'll
out of the
lure him
sky
out.
and grab you by his talons.
Maybe he'll be a lot like Bigfoot and be like, oh, what a colorful vest.
You think we should try and bro down with Mothman too?
Oh yeah. I didn't bring a beer for him. He doesn't strike me as a beer type. He strikes me more as a wine guy.
He struck me as like a field mice kind of guy.
Despite the dangerous material stored there in years past, in 1966, this area, often called the TNT area, was a popular destination for local youth. As such, on November 15th, 1966, Steve and Mary Mallett and Roger and Linda Scarberry were enjoying a leisurely drive through the TNT area. Unfortunately, their amusement would come to a screeching halt when the two women, Linda and Mary, spotted a figure near the TNT plant. The figure began to move towards the building's entrance in a shuffling manner, providing them a fine opportunity to observe the creature. While they initially thought it looked a lot like a man, it clearly did not have arms or a head. It had massive folded wings high on the back, and perhaps most noteworthy, two beaming